Hey everybody, welcome back to the next one in my movie poster collection series. Today is kind of a short one. It's for the letter K. Don't have too many, so let's just dive right into it. First up is a poster for the original Karate Kid. So some of you know I actually studied Kenpo, so over the years I get a lot of friends who throw at me a lot of Karate Kid lines, and there was one day, one of the poster dealers I have actually had one. It wasn't very expensive, and I was like, I have to have an original Karate Kid poster. For everybody teased me about it, and I love Karate Kid, so it's not like, I mean, I probably would have bought it anyway, but you know, still. Next poster is for Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill. Now, what is special about this poster is, and it's really hard to see in the photograph, but the blade of the sword has this very reflective material, almost like a foil kind of thing on it. So in person, it looks so cool. Now, the thing about this poster as well, and I'm not 100% sure about, but I think it's actually an early teaser poster before it was decided to split the film into two parts. Could be wrong about that, but I think it might be. Next up is one of my favorite films, and that is John Woo's The Killer. So this poster is from the US release with that incredible artwork. And actually, I remember for an art class in college, I actually drew part of this poster for an assignment. Now, in the picture, it's in a plastic sleeve, so that's why it sort of has some a lot of light reflections on it. But holy cow, do I love this poster. I mean, it is just amazing. I could look at this thing all day, and I could watch the film all day, so that's fitting. And the other one I have is also for an alternative poster to the US release, and that is one that has some of the reviews on it and everything, and that really cool picture of the two of them with the guns on each other. Really happy to have both of those. Next one is an interesting one. It is the original Spanish lobby card set for The Killer. Now, there's several here, so the first picture, there are 6 with some really cool images in it and everything, and the second picture has the other 4, so there are 10 total. All kinds of good images, and what was interesting is, now I got this years ago, and the seller I got it from felt so bad because he told me they were French and they turned out to be Spanish, so he refunded me my money, and I was like, dude, it's fine. I was like, you know, keep it. And he was like, no, I already sent it. I was like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, don't worry about it. I was like, okay. I mean, they weren't that expensive, but still, I was like, dude, it's The Killer. I don't care what country it came from. I mean, you know, I would have bought it anyway. Next up is a movie I've mentioned, I think, a few times, and how much I really love it, because I watched it a lot when I was a kid, and that is for Killer Fish. I have the US one sheet for it. I also have the Australian daybill for it, which is very cool. And then finally, I have this massive French poster for Killer Fish with that incredible artwork. I mean, again, I don't know how many other people really love the film. I think because, again, I watched it so much when I was a kid. I'm happy to have all this stuff from Killer Fish. Next one is a film I really enjoy, and that is for Killing Zoe, directed by Roger Avery, who also co-wrote Pulp Fiction. And it was kind of cool because I hadn't actually seen the poster before, and I was able to, honestly, I think it's one I got for like $1. But I was happy to get it because actually I'm a fan of the film. Next one is one I love, and that is for Kingdom of the Spiders. Not only do I love the film so much, but I mean, wow, that poster of William Shatner in that screaming pose. I mean, wow. So yeah, huge fan of the film. I was so happy when I finally got the poster for it. And then finally for the letter K is one that means a lot to me, and that is for George Romero's Night Riders. This is a film I love. It's one that George Romero really loved. It's you know, his one sort of or one of 2 sort of non-horror films. And luckily, I've had it long enough where I've managed to get a lot of signatures on it. I mean, obviously, I don't have Ed Harris on it. Hopefully one day, that would be nice. But I definitely have, I think, at least a lot of the sort of Romero regulars and stuff. I am so happy to have this. And then finally is the Night Riders press kit, I think. I don't know if it's complete, but there's enough to it at least. You know, it has a folder and a bunch of stills. I lucked out when I saw this several years ago, you know, because I was on a hunt for anything George Romero. So happy to have this. And a good one, I think, to close out the K's with. So that's it for the letter K. Definitely let me know your thoughts on which ones you think I should keep and possibly sell, although I don't know, I'm kind of a fan of all of these actually. So keep an eye out for the next one, which will be the letter L. A lot of really good ones in that one, including one I'm trying to figure out the best way to actually present it without offending people, which I don't want to do, but we'll get to that. So as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.